Hey everybody, this is Alex Merced from alexmercedco.com with another Svelte 101 video. In this video, we're going to talk about lifecycle functions because one of the most important things oftentimes with a component is being able to call API data at least one time when the component loads. So how do I do that? Okay, well, we just do it like this. Okay, so first let me go get an API. So let's head over to jasonplaceholder.com. Well, not the... Okay, cool. We'll come back to that in a moment. So let's go back to our code. So I am going to use this numbers, but I'm going to comment out all this. Actually, let's create another component. Let's just get used to doing that. So new, we will call this mount.svelte. So then I go back to my app.svelte and I'm going to import, I'm going to replace this. I'm going to say import mount. And where is mount coming from? Mount.svelte. Okay, and then I'm going to change this to mount. There we go. So once again, that's all it takes to bring in a component, and then I can just literally write h1 mount, and that's working. See? Mount. Nice. But what we want to do is we want to bring in some data and then show it on the screen. So first I got to make the API call. So script tag. But you do have to import something. You have to, the lifecycle functions in Svelte have to be imported. So import this, the one for when the page loads is called onMount. So I have to import, I think I have to destructure it. So onMount from Svelte. Okay, cool. So now I have this tool onMount. The way it works is just a function, kind of like useEffect in React. You pass it a function and it runs that function when the component loads. So I would just do onMount. Then I'm going to pass it an arrow function with whatever I want to happen at the beginning. I'm going to make this an async arrow function. Cool. So that way I can just do the stuff I like. So I can do const response. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a variable. So we're going to say let data, or yeah, let API data equal, or just let it exist. Okay. Cool. So const response. And what we're going to do is const response equals await fetch. I don't have a URL yet, so I'll come back and put that there. And that has to be await fetch because we're using async await. So then const data equals response.json. And then we're going to assign that data to API data. So we're going to let, oh no, we already let it, API data equal data. Okay, and I got to put an await over here. Okay, so let's see if that all works. Okay, save. So, and then I want to console log data just so we can see what it's inside of it. Cool. So now let's do Control-Shift-I so we can see what's going on in here. C-type error failed to execute fetch. Oh yeah, because I didn't put a URL yet. So let me go grab this URL from JSON placeholder. Put that in here. Cool. Okay, so this is the data we're getting. Nice. And yes, so good. I do have Svelte developer tools. Form a hard refresh. There we go. Okay, good. Okay, I got my nice. So again, just like there's React has dev tools and Angular has dev tools and then Vue has dev tools, React has a very similar tool too. So I can click on a component and I can see what components are in there. Okay. I can see, hey, here there's the mount component. I can see what data exists in the mount component. Okay, well, what I do see is that the API data is undefined. So even though we console logged this, so we received it, the data didn't update, I'm assuming, according to this. So let's go examine that. API data equals data. Let's try await data. Okay. Let's see here. Let's refresh the page. Console, the data came in. Let's go back to Svelte. Let's take a look at the app mount component. So we got to expand all these things. Mount. It still says it's undefined. Okay, so theoretically, if it wasn't, I should be able to console log API data dot user ID, because these are the properties inside that object that I get back from the API. So let's test that out. Maybe I'm just reading this wrong. So API data dot, was it user ID? User ID. Okay, so let's see here, does that work? No, it does not. You can now read property user ID of undefined. So it is not getting that data. Okay. ¿Por qué? So it is running the function. It is making the API call. Let API data equal data. So let's try this. Let's just make this data. And then what I'm going to do is get rid of this declaration. And then just do that. So that way data exists and it's received. Should still get that error because it's not. Oh, I still need to fix this over here. Data. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to initialize data as an empty object. So that way it won't give us that whole property of undefined error. Let's see here. Okay, so now it's getting it. See, there's the user ID. So basically that's the way you should do it. You let the variable there, and then just await the variable into there. So that's cool. Neat. So that's how you would do that. Let me just show you some of the other lifecycle functions. So there would also be lifecycle functions. You have on destroy, before update, after update. Yeah, so that's the basic idea here. There are some other features. This kind of gets beyond 101, so I'll probably do a 102 series or a 201 series. But you have like stores where you can store data across your app, and other really cool features that are built into it. But basically with the features we've kind of covered, you can kind of do most things in Svelte. So, and the cool thing is you also have something that's kind of like Next.js or Nuxt.js first, called Sapper. Okay, for like, well, Sapper.js. There we go, the next small thing in web development. This allows you to do server-side rendering of SAP, of Svelte, and create like static websites as well. That's pretty neat. And then there's also Svelte native. Okay, which is, allows you to make mobile applications with Svelte. Okay, so you can do a lot with Svelte. Okay, there's a lot of benefit in investing some time into the Svelte ecosystem. My name is Alex Merced from alexmercedcoder.com. Have a great day and enjoy. And again, subscribe to the YouTube channel, hit the like button, go check the Slack and Discord community over there at devnursery.com, and have a great day.